Atlanta Motor Speedway in the middle of hot Atlanta in Atlanta, Georgia is the location for stop number 4 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series. As we're here today for the running of the Motorcraft 500 as we're set for 50 laps of action on this 1.522 mile racetrack. This is the old Atlanta layout, not the current Atlanta layout that most people run nowadays, and offline or online, whichever. So let's get to the starting lineup for today's running event. Here on the pole at a record-shattering 195 miles an hour, it's Logan Williams in number 7 Subway Buick. He's on the pole for this race here today. He's alongside Matt McIntyre, who dominated Richmond but fell short in that race. So unfortunately for him, he's in number 14 Advanced Auto Parts Pontiac. Second row has the Dodge SRT Pennzoil Dodge, car number 60 of Joshua Osborne. Joshua has one of our 3 in-car cameras in today's race. He's alongside number 51, Colton Schwartz in the Branch Chevrolet. Third row has our other 2 in-car cameras, Jessica Shelton in the Canachan TV Ford, car number 9. She'll be flanked by car number 03, Charles Sanford in the Coke Vanilla Chevrolet. Next row is number 52, Mason Wood, and he's alongside number 17, Jesse Turner. Next row down has car number 93, Zach Winkle in the Amoco Ultimate Dodge Charger. He's alongside the Waste Management Dodge Intrepid, car number 69. It's Kev Shearer. Next row down has the man who won at Richmond, Mike Becker in the STP Cheerios Dodge, car number 43. He won the last time he was here at Atlanta in the closing season 28. Can he go 2 in a row here? Well, we'll find out in the 50 laps that he'll be running. Here, Keith Batson sits alongside of him in car number 39, the Nathan's Hot Dogs Ford. Next row has Raphael LeDuc in car 16, the Montreal Canadiens Buick. He's alongside car number 55, James Sykes in the Racing with Jesus, Texas Pete Sauce's Ford Thunderbird. Next row down has Nicky Martinez in 24 at the wheel of her Toyota. She's alongside car number 99, the Marvel Studios Zeb Bellringer WWE Ford of Levi McIntyre. Next row down is number 97, Zach Rogers in the Bang Energy Drink Dodge. He's alongside car number 31, Dylan Pote in the Great Clips Chevrolet. Next row down is Trent Dunham in the Sega Chevrolet car number 1. He's alongside number 2, Dylan Young, the Daytona 500 champion, in the Wawa Universal Studios Outback Steakhouse Ford. Next row down is Seth Coleman, 25, the man who won this race last season. He's also the defending series champion in the Flat Out Racing Network Liberty University Chevrolet. His car number is 25. He's alongside car number 66, Jordan Anderson, in the Lucas Oil Ford. Next row down has Cole Baker, number 11, the Dollar General Toyota. And alongside of him is Angel Navarro in the number 42 Old Spice GameStop Toyota. Next row down has number 36, Natan Amadeo in the Texaco Haviland Ford. He's alongside number 91, the Raising Cane's Pontiac of Kyle Matthews. Next row down has car number 89, Quentin Moore in the Racing with Jesus Boss Hog Barbecue Sauce Ford. He's flanked by car number 4, it is William Brock in the Synovus Bank Chevrolet. Next row down is Kat Batson, number 70, the Aussie Hair Products Ford. She's flanked by car number 5, it is Phil Parker in the Tide Chevrolet. Next row down is car number 28, it is Mike Wayne Robinson in the Matco Tools Ford. He's flanked by car number 81, Johnny Gardner in the Oreo Rich Chevrolet. Next row down is Nathan Hudson in the Valvoline Ford, car number 60. He's alongside number 94, the Excite Batteries SKF Chevrolet. It is another Nathan Orman, so you got a pair of Nathans in that row. Next row down is car number 8, Rob Evans in the Menards Nibco Chevrolet. He's flanked by car number 95. It is Alex Miller in the Taco Bell Dodge. Next row down is Dana Bouchard in the Shell Pennzoil Pontiac, car number 86. He's flanked by Cole Deaver in car number 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Next, and the last and starting shotgun field will be car number 59 is Zachary Fitzwater in the SEM Dodge. He's flanked by Jack Mitchell in car number 01, the McDonald's Chevrolet. So, the field of 40 cars lined up and ready to go as we're about to hear the command to fire the engines for the Motorcraft 500. Let's listen in.
Drivers, start those engines!
Command's been getting the fire engines as we get some racing here today. on this racetrack here at Atlanta. Here 50 laps the distance here today. As the field rolls off a pit road for the pace lap here, we'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Field rolling through turns number 3 and 4. It's an all GM front row. A Buick on the pole and a Pontiac on the outside. Qualified here at a record-shattering 195 miles an hour. And this is an engine builder's nightmare. Let's remember here at Atlanta, as you'll probably see from the in-car cameras we'll be riding with throughout this whole race. The green flag flies, and the Motorcraft 500 is underway here at Atlanta. Down the backstretch into turn number 3, they come here already over 190 miles an hour. So the field screams through turns number 3 and 4. And Osborne looks to the low side. They're trying to take the lead from Logan Williams. Let's see if he does this time by. Nope, Logan Williams leads the first lap. And the first lap for Logan Williams tied at 177.729 miles an hour. As they come down the backstretch here, Osborne has the lead by just a bumper length as they go into turn number 3. Jessica Shelton looks to the low side, tries to get past Osborne, but to no avail at the moment here. But again, still early on in this race here so far. And that second lap, how about that second lap? 195.5 miles an hour. And we may likely see speeds of up to 200 miles an hour as they go into the turn, possibly here. Yeah, we're already seeing over 200 in the turns there already here. Osborne was clocked at 202 the last time by, going into turn number 3. And Hill leads this lap here right there, battle for a second going on between Jessica Shelton and Logan Williams. The 9 and the 7 cars here, Buick on the high side, a Ford on the low side. And Shelton takes second and now has her sights set on Joshua Osborne for the lead. Osborne's never won here in Atlanta. Shelton has won here, believe it or not. In the turn number 1, they come here 196 miles an hour that last time by. As they go through turns number 1 and 2. On board Jessica Shelton's car as they come down the backstretch here. As you're riding inside, you're talking about an engine builder's nightmare. Well, look at the tachometer right there in the middle of your screen. That's what it looks like right there. He's at 8,500 coming off turn number 4. Look at the tacho there, 92.50, I think. 92.50 going into turn number 3, or turn number 1, excuse me. And down to about maybe 82.50 in the middle of 1 and 2. 9,200, 9,300 going into turn number 1. Or turn number 3, excuse me. I'm getting my turn screwed up here. You saw that tack right there. 9,300 RPMs going into turn number 1. As Mason Wood now goes to the leader, challenges Ford to lead at least. Shelton that time by was dropped back to the 6th position here. She goes low on Zach Winkle for the 5th position spot. And now finally Mason Wood goes to the lead here. Mike Becker in 2nd position. Raphael LeDuc challenging Joshua Osborne for 3rd spot. LeDuc had a solid run at Richmond the last race we brought to you on the tour. And he's had a solid start to the season so far. One of the 5 drivers campaigning for Rookie of the Year, which LeDuc leads in that standings right now here. But he's no stranger to NNSCRA racing, by the way, too. If you follow Levi McIntyre's Marble Studios Cup Series, LeDuc is a regular in that series. So he's in his first season in the Castrol GTX Cup Series and hoping to make it pay off here today. And the way he's running right now, he may not be far away from his first victory, possibly. But like I said, we got quite a ways to go to answer that question here. As we're on the 9th lap of this race here, we'll be down to 41 to go this time by. So plenty of racing left to go here at Atlanta Motorcraft. And right now it's Mike Becker out in front in car number 43, the STP Cheerios Dodge, jumping out in front. That's where we left him at Richmond when he won that race. in what was a very competitive race at Richmond, and probably the best Richmond race we've ever had in this series. In spite of the fact that only 4 caution flags flew in that race, well, and actually not really only 4, but compared to some of the wreck fests we had at Richmond in years past, it feels like only 4 cautions. But right now, Becker's under fire from Rafael Leduc as he goes to the inside for the lead there. That's Leduc in the 16 car, the blue and white car. Becker in the blue and yellow machine here. Zach Rogers now battling Seth Coleman for 3rd position now. Cole Baker at the 5th position now. And the number 11 Dollar General Toyota. There he is. Dylan Poteet's behind him. Osborne's behind him as Osborne goes low. And Jessica Shelton for position. Riding with Joshua Osborne in car number 60, the Dodge SRT Charger. Down about 8,100 RPM. So we saw how Shelton drives her car. Let's see how Joshua drives his at Atlanta. And about the same as Shelton, about 92.50 going into turn number 3. And you see the speed right there, 202 miles an hour into turn number 3. As Mike Becker still leads the pack right there. I almost had lost the lead, but he's still in the pack here. As you see from Osborne's point of view here, Seth Cole and Rafael Leduc going at it for position. And let's jump on board with Charles Sanford in car 03, and that's what it looks like from his point of view. It's got the pole sitter Logan Williams ahead of him in the 16, or I should say the 7 Subway Buick. Charles is caught on the outside of the racetrack here, and he's getting past in the inside lane. There's an opening right there, possibly. Nope, he's got James Sykes on the inside of him in the 55 car. But both the front row starters have fallen back. Logan Williams in the 7 and the 14 car of Matt McIntyre. Check and see what the last fast lap race so far. Fast lap race so far is being set by Seth Cole at 197.264 miles an hour. I mean, this is Talladega speeds they're running here. And it's slightly slower than what we saw at Daytona earlier this season during the Daytona 500. Sanford now getting passed by his buddy Kyle Matthews in the 91 car. That moves Matthews up to the, let's see where he's clocked at. He should clock him 31st or 30th maybe. If he can get by Johnny Gardner in the 81 car. Cole Deaver right there behind him in the 3 car. He runs right now in 30. Runs right now 33rd in the field as he was clocked the last time by. Right now holding the caboose of the field is Daniel Bouchard in the 86. Nope. Fitzwater. Nope. Jack Mitchell is the one running 40th right now as Joshua Osborne jumps back out of the lead over Mike Becker and William Brock and now Levi McIntyre. Where did Levi McIntyre come from in that 99 car? He's up to the 4th position already as he got past Jessica Shelton, and now Kev Shear looks low on Shelton now for position as well too. That's Shelton in that light blue number 9, or Kev Shear in that green and white number 6 in the green and white Dodge. Trent Dunham goes low. Zach Rogers and Dylan Young following those two, or following him, I should say. And now McIntyre moves inside of Osborne for 2nd place as now Mike Becker goes to the top spot. And I think Becker has the same setup that he had when he had that number 7 Chief Auto Parts Ford and brought the victory lane in the Napa 500 last season to close out season 28. And Becker wants 2 in a row, but Levi McIntyre moves Becker up the track now. Becker has his eye on the accelerator right now as they come up to number 2. And move Thrash Maniac up to the top spot now, number 99. Levi, who was the pole sitter for the Daytona 500 earlier this season, has yet to score a win this season. Today could be the day for for him, but we still got plenty of racing left to go. 20 laps in the books, and we're now down to 30 to go. And now William Brock, number 4, that orange and black and white Chevy, moves low, and he'll take the lead and brings Kev Shearer with him in 69. Trent Dunham right behind him in number 1, and behind him, 97 car of Zach Rogers, Dylan Young behind him, as well as the 89 of Quentin Moore. Mason Wood now trying to go by Shelton for position. Poteet behind Mason. Shearer looks to the outside now, but here comes Trent Dunham, pokes the nose of that blue Chevy to the low side. So they got Chevrolet 1, 2 right now, and a pair of Dodges side by side for third position now. A pair of, one's a Charger, the other an Intrepid. Kev Shearer, one of the 2 Intrepids in the field, the other being the 59 car of Zachary Fitzwater. And now off turn number 2, Trent Dunham, number 1, TD. Looks to the low side. He'll take the lead here. Trent won last season at Texas, and the season before that at the Brickyard 400 at Indy, where we'll be heading to later on this season. And Trent leads that lap in car number 1, the pride of the state of Texas, going out in front now. And now he's got his buddy Zach Rogers to the low side here. Rogers now wants to lead himself in the number 97 car. And the 2 are side by side for the top spot now. The black and white 97 and the blue number 1 to the highest to the low side. Trent led that lap by about 3/4 of a car length, but Zach not giving up in that number 97 machine. Here comes Dylan Young trying to push Rogers out in front, and he will do so. And the Bang Energy drink Dodge goes to the top spot now. But Dylan Young down that low side in that red and white Wawa Ford as he goes to the low side now. And they're going to be toe-to-toe with each other. Come off to number 4. Is it going to be Rogers or Young leading that lap? I think it's going to be Young. That's close. Yep, Dylan Young by about an eyelash leads that lap. And we're halfway home. 25 in the books. 25 to go here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, in what's been a fast-paced Motorcraft 500. Speeds of well over 197 miles an hour here in Atlanta. That is just stupid fast around this racetrack here. That's still the fastest lap race so far. Top 6 laps of over 197 miles an hour here in Atlanta. Dylan Young's fast lap over almost 197, 196.9 to be exact, but still. But just some insane stuff here today at Atlanta as they come on turn number 4 here. You see the front half of the cars there. Zach Winkle, 93, getting pushed from Jessica Shelton and Seth Cole. Again, you get a look from inside Jessica Shelton's car. Following Zach Winkle in the number 93 car. Up ahead of him is Keith Batson in 39, and the 42 of Angel Navarro is Dylan Young continues to lead, just running 11th that time by. And we got 3 wide right there between Zach Winkle, Mason Wood, and Zach Rogers. And Mason Wood in a very vulnerable position right now as they go into turn number 1. Whoa, he about got into Zach Rogers and about turned him up the track. So Rogers caught in a very... Actually, it's Rogers the one who's caught in a vulnerable position because he's stuck in the middle. And you do not want to be stuck in the middle on some of these tracks here in Atlanta. It's pretty tricky. You just hope your car stays together and you keep the handle on those machines. And 3 wide at the line between Rogers, Shelton, and Poteet. And Zach Winkle gets loose right there. Shelton tries to thread the needle, tries to get by both Rogers and Winkle, she does so successfully. And oh, Rogers got close to Winkle that time by off turn number 3 and 4. I thought it was going to have a wreck going to that 3rd and 4 turns. That was plenty close. Winkle backs off here, and now number 4, William Brock, goes by. Synovus Bank Chevy as he follows Seth Cole. Cole Baker in there, and where did it? And why don't you just look at this Kyle Matthews? Where did he come from? We saw Matthews move up through the field beautifully at Richmond, the last race we brought on the tour, and finished 2nd in that race to Mike Becker. Actually, finished 3rd. Actually, he did finish 2nd. Excuse me, to Mike Becker in that race, and he has got a strong car here today at Atlanta. His buddy Charles Samper right behind him in a 0-3 car, Pontiac versus Chevy. And meantime, battle for the lead as Keith Batson takes the lead from Quentin Moore. Quentin led the last time by, but Batson leads this time by. And it's Keith Batson, car 39, the Nathan's Hot Dogs Ford, going out in front. Seth Cole taking a peek down to the low side of Jessica Shelton's car. Shelton to 2nd. So Keith Batson's jumped out to a bit of a lead right there, but that may not last for long. Phil Parker making his way through the field in that number 5 car. He's got Matt McIntyre behind him. Raphael LeDuc trying to make his way through the field here. Jordan Anderson, 66 car. Gotta give a call to him. Having a solid run here today in the Lucas Oil Chevy. The Lucas Oil Ford, excuse me. Nathan Hudson moving his way through there. Logan Williams trying to bump his way back up through the field, as well as Mike Becker in number 43. Guys like Trent Dunham, Levi McIntyre, those who were up there earlier, as well as Kev Shear in 69, they've slid back a bit. 70 car, Cat Batson in this mix here. Colton Schwartz in 51, Johnny Gardner, and the 95 Alex Miller in the Taco Bell Dodge in there. And here we go. I thought it was going to have 3 wide off turn number 4 between Schwartz, Miller, and Dunham. But some guys trying to find their way up to the field here, and some guys trying to gain some whatever spots they can here in these last, coming down to the last, it'll be coming down to about 13 to go this time by. Joshua Osborne, another one that's dropped back right there. He's just now got passed by Cole Deaver in the 3 and Mike Wayne Robinson in 28. Meantime, back up front, it's still Keith Batson. He has got now 12 laps to go in this race. That completes lap number 38. Through turns 1 and 2 they come. William Brock the 2nd. 3rd is Seth Cole. And take your head off to Cole Baker in car number 11. He's at the 4th position now in the Dollar General Toyota, car number 11. Cole Baker's never won a series. Today could be possibly the day if he can get up there and take the lead here, possibly. He's not out of this yet by any stretch of imagination right now. Brock is up the high side. Seth Cole gets by him. Now Baker goes by. Here comes Kyle Matthews in 91 to the low side. And now Baker wants 2nd. Cole Baker, car number 11, the Dollar General Toyota. Tries the low side, not to be. 10 laps remaining here at Atlanta. 40 in the books, 10 to go. Pace by the leaders now is over 191 miles an hour. Here comes Seth Cole to the low side. Number 25, Liberty University Flat Out Racing Network Chevy, and he's going flat out through that 3rd and 4th turns now. Seth Cole to the low side for the lead. Chevy to the low side, Ford on the high side. Keith Batson let that lap the last time by, and Keith tried to shut the door on Seth, but not to be, and Seth Cole goes out in front. Here comes Kyle Matthews to the low side. We've had 3 winners in the first 3 races here. Dylan Young won Daytona, Zach Rogers won Rockingham, and Mike Becker won at Richmond. And we may possibly have 4 for 4 possibly here at Atlanta if somebody other than those 3 drivers win here today. Zach Rogers is moving up to the field, as is Mike Becker. Seth Cole, car 25 out in front. He and Kyle Matthews have both won in Atlanta before. Keith Batson at the high side here. Same with Cole Baker. Charles Sanford goes by in car number 03, excuse me. And here comes number 5. That's Phil Parker. He could surprise here in a tight Exalta Chevy. And here comes Matthews for the lead, and he takes a Raising Cane's punting up to the top spot, or doesn't he? And Seth Cole leading that lap. 44 down, 6 to go. Top 5 drivers have all won in a series before here, but the driver running in 6th position is going for his first ever win, Raphael LeDuc. He hopes to take that blue and white Montreal Canadiens Buick up to the top spot and fly the Maple Leaf flag, possibly here at Atlanta. Kyle Matthews out in front, car number 91, Charles Sanford. In the 2nd position, 3rd is Phil Parker, trying for 3rd. And he's got it. So move the Raging Cajun up to the 3rd spot now. LeDuc trying for 4th now in 16. Here comes Becker. Poteet's gotten by Zach Rogers. And here comes Charles Sanford for the lead. 4 laps remaining, and it's Charles Sanford, a California Crusher, to the top spot. Phil Parker to the low side, the orange and white number 5. This is going to be one mad scramble to the finish here at Atlanta. No caution so far. Not yet, at least. We hope not. Three laps remaining. Can Charles Sanford hold him off for his first victory of the season? Parker closing up in that number 5 car. It's been a long time since he's won in this series. And the low side, here comes Parker to the low side. He's got LeDuc shoving him, and Phil Parker takes the lead. How about that number 5 car? Phil Parker to the low side. Raphael LeDuc, he peaks slow to the low side on the racetrack here. It'll be the white flag this time by LeDuc, pulling back for a run as they come off turn number 4. White flag waves for Phil Parker. He has 1 lap remaining. Does Raphael LeDuc have anything? Mike Becker trying to close up in that number 43 car. LeDuc to the low side. He's got to run through the 3rd and 4th turns now. Here they come into turn number 3. Raphael LeDuc just shoots out in front for the time being here. Here they come up the 4th turn. Parker fights back on the outside of the racetrack here. And how about a first-time winner? Raphael LeDuc wins the Motorcraft 500 in Atlanta. The Maple Leaf flag will fly high in victory lane in hot Atlanta as Raphael LeDuc wins here today his first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series victory. The man who is a regular in the CRA Marvel Studios Cup Series now adds a second in a series he's won in, and chalks up a first victory of the season for Buick. Actually, Buick got his first pole of the season and his first win of the season as well, too, in the same race. So, Conspiracies? I think not! But let's check the finishing order for you here. Rafael LeDuc wins. Phil Parker, what a heartbreaker for him, comes on second position. I thought it looked like he might have had the thing won, but LeDuc got a run on off turn number 2. And once he did, it was basically a tussle to see who can get to the start-finish line first there from turn 3 on. Mike Becker finishes 3rd. 4th will go to Dylan Poteet. Dylan Young comes home 5th. 6th will go to Charles Sanford. 7th to Angel Navarro. 8th to Quentin Moore. 9th to Kyle Matthews. And Jessica Shelton will finish in 10th. Average speed 193.033 miles per hour. Caution flags flying for some reason. I don't know why. The race is over here, guys. Rest of the finishing order for you here today, as we'll there we go. 4 races in the books here. Margin of victory, 0.103 to start finish line. Average speed, 193.033. Rest of the finishing order for here. Seth Cole finishes 11th. 12th will go to Zach Rogers. Keith Batson, 13th. William Brock, 14th. Logan Williams, the Pulsar, comes home 15th. And Cole Deaver, 16th. Colton Schwartz, 17th. 18th will go to Kev Shearer. 19th to Cole Baker. And Nathan Hudson finishes in 20th. Matt McIntyre was 21st. 22nd will go to Jordan Anderson. And Mason Wood, 23rd. Joshua Osborne, 24th. Johnny Gardner, 25th. 26th will go to Trent Dunham. Levi McIntyre, 27th. 28th will go to Alex Miller. 29th, to Cat Batson. 30th to Nicky Martinez. 31st will be Zach Winkle, then Jesse Turner, Nathan Orman, Mike Wayne Robinson. Natan Amadio was 35th, then James Sykes, Rob Evans, Daniel Bouchard, Zachary Fitzwater, and Jack Mitchell. Those two were out of the draft, essentially. I don't know what the heck happened to those two cars, but sad fact, the Marysville finished 39th and 40th, so unfortunately for those two drivers. But anyway, how about a first-time winner in the Motorcraft 500? Rafael LeDuc from the province of Quebec takes the Montreal Canadiens Buick to victory lane here today. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything in this channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Coleman designers for his channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Star Cup Series. Also on this channel as well, I guarantee you Seth does this is a whole lot better than what I did and how I do it. I guarantee you that. And not only does Seth does them well, but also the other two people who does in a series as well too. Mainly Levi McIntyre, aka Thrashman899, who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series, and X8675399858X. aka Dylan Young, who does the NNSCRA T-Mobile Cup Series on his channel as well too. So be sure to give those two channels a sub, as well as our NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel as well too. And you will not regret checking those series out neither. So that will do it here today at Atlanta. Here for now, this is James Scholes. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Off-fun racing at its best. We'll see you in the track too tough to tame at Darlington for the Dodge Challenger 500.